What's up, everyone? David here. Welcome to the stream. Shoutouts. Don't be shy. Say hi. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know how my audio sounds, please. As always, I'm getting everything finalized and we'll be ready to go. The main show starts in 30 minutes, by the way. Oh, this works. Hey, I think we're good. Yes, here we are. So how's everybody doing today? I am doing good. Thanks for asking, y'all. Welcome to the stream. Say hi, don't be shy. What's up? Welcome, Patatis. Thank me, Persona 6, Green on Bus, HS, Bloody Crown, Shang, Cody's here, Nexo's here, Forever, Trunks is here, Justin's here. Welcome to the stream, y'all. Let me mute this because we have some good Persona 3 music playing in the background while this stream is kind of lagging a little bit. But I'm doing good. Middle of the day stream. It's been a while. A lot of people are here already. Shoutouts everybody. Thanks for being here. If you drop a like, it helps people find the stream, so I would appreciate that. Since a lot of y'all are here already, let me just say it right away. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but there has been a lot of industry chatter, and I think I have an idea of what the final unannounced game is. Again, I'm not gonna spoil it, but if it is what I think it is, it's not Persona 6. Just disclaimer out there. I don't expect it. I would love for it to be Persona 6, and I'm honestly streaming this just in case. Just in case. I do not want to miss a P6 reveal, especially if it's a surprise reveal like this and we don't expect it. So, fingers crossed, definitely not expecting it. So, I just wanted to start off with this, okay? I don't want to get anybody's expectations up, although we are, of course, dumbasses sometimes. I know I am. But, yeah. Definitely not Persona 5X Amber. No. Although, check out today's video. I think we're about to see Persona 5X. And that's one thing. I was reading before we started today's video, the comment sections, and I was like, it's really 50-50. There's a bunch of people that are like very excited and hyped to try out Persona 5 The Phantom X, but a lot of people are like, I don't give a fuck. I don't even want to look at it. I don't want to consider it. It's gacha, it's mobile, or both. And for that reason alone, I'm not gonna give it a shot. Which, hey, I'm not blaming you. I think it's completely fair. But it's really divided. There's not a lot of people that are kind of like in the middle, thinking, hey, we'll see. Most people already have an idea of if they want to try it out or not. You know. I just want to play a Persona game again. I mean, Forever Trunk. I mean, we've had a lot of Persona games lately, though, and I'm with you. I mean, if Atlas was to drop a new Persona game, I would play it day one, but we're not craving for Persona, at least, right? Because we ate lately. Like Reload, we had Tactica, we had all the ports for the 25th. Yeah, it's looking really good. Hey, shoutouts, Demicro, we back, gang, expecting Persona 5X Candy Crush. Ha! I don't know about that, my dude. Although Persona 5X is near reveal and release, I am confident. I just want to see Persona 6 at this point, but and that's from someone who's coming from someone who's gonna play Persona 5X. So, shoutouts, Demicro, though. I appreciate your support, man. Thank you so much. Nah, Nexo, I know it's fair. It's fair not to care for Persona 5X. It really is. I mean, mobile. I don't even play on mobile, and I don't play on PC either. And the game is only set for these two platforms, for now at least. I know some of the devs said, you know, that they're considering, or at least they know that there's requests for a console version. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, yeah, at this point, if if B6 is 2025, it's hard. It's hard to predict because Atlas has been they used to reveal their mainline Persona games at least way in advance. And I have a feeling like they might not do this now, or at least that they won't do this now with Persona 6 because P5 took so long, and it's already been like, I know P6 has not been like officially explicitly announced with a logo and everything or teased. They talk about the next Persona game, but they never really say, you know, P6. And oh boy, it's a big mess. I mean, it's been longer since P5 from P6 now, or at least from P5 to now, than from P4 to P5, you know? And the wait for P5 was that long. So I definitely think they don't want to replicate that for sure. So, hey, I missed a lot of people, but welcome to the stream, everybody who's jumping in. Thanks for being here. Shout out Nessie, shout out Felix, Liam, Magtasia. Welcome to the stream, y'all. Eros. Yeah, keep your expectations low, y'all. Please. Again, lots of people just jumped in. No, I don't expect Persona 6 today. If I had to put money on it, I would bet against Persona 6 being here today. Although I would love to see that. And man, I still very much think it's possible that Microsoft and Xbox is going to show Persona 6. They're going to be the ones to reveal it. I think there's a good chance. I think if the marketing deals that Sega and Atlus did with Microsoft in the last few years paid off, I expect Microsoft and Xbox to reveal Persona 6 because that is the biggest thing that Atlus can offer at this point. Since everything changed for Atlus after Persona 6, you know? No, I mean, let's be honest. If it is indeed Atlus, it's Persona 6, like for sure. There's nothing else. If it's Atlus, there's nothing else, right? Hey, Persona 6, I mean, 1000% Atlus is going to have a quiet 2025, and that's fair. That would be very fair because 2024 has been crazy for Atlus. It's been too hard, you could argue. 90% of what I played last year was Atlus games because, again, I don't have that much time to play games nowadays, sadly. And last year I played, like, I started the year with Persona 3 Reload, played a little bit of Infinite Wealth. That's Sega, not Atlus, but still. Then I jumped into Unicorn Overlord. Right after these games, I played SMT5 Vengeance, and right after that, I was on Metaphor. So, again, 90% of what I played last year is Atlus and Sega games. That's crazy. If it's revealed today, which again, I don't expect it, but if it is, it's 2025 for sure. Late this year. Yeah, that's what I would think. Like holiday 2025. I don't think it's happening either at this point. I really don't. That being said, again, there's other games that they're showing here. So, oh, their stream crashed. Interesting. Doom looks cool. The new Doom game looks cool. Expedition 33. That is the game that I'm looking forward to the most. Let me close the chat. Because that is like a modern turn-based RPG from this new studio. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more of that. I hope that releases on Switch too. I'm really kind of waiting to buy certain games right now because we know that there's going to be like heavy third-party support on Switch too. And again, Switch is my favorite system of all time at this point. The concept is really that good to me. So I would like to see, you know, games like Expedition 33 on Switch 2. I would like to see the Majima game for next month on Switch 2, Like a Dragon Pirate in Hawaii. Right now, I just finished Ace Attorney Investigations 1 from the Investigations collections that Capcom dropped last year. That was a banger. So the only one Ace Attorney game left, and I beat all of them. So I'm going to get around to playing that at some point. And then I am also still on Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D. I'm just 5 hours in, so. Dragon Quest 12 is a game that a lot of people said could show up today. I guess, I mean, anything Square Enix makes a lot of sense. But again, I've seen the discussion and the one game that people are pointing towards for a reveal fits the bill. It is indeed a legendary IP from a Japanese dev. It's not that exciting to me. It's going to be exciting to a lot of people. It's not that exciting to me, sadly. But again, other people will be happy, so that's cool. That's cool. So what are we expecting? What are we hoping for? Yes, Expedition 33 looks cool, but I don't think I'm gonna play that day one, so I can wait just in case it releases on Switch. It's a small studio though, so, and a new studio. I don't know if they have a dev kit, so I don't know if it's gonna release on Switch soon after launch. Probably not, I would say. The only Ace Attorney game I haven't played now is Investigations 2. So I beat all the other games, so just Investigations 1 was the next game that I had to play that I had on DS. So when they revealed the collection, I was like, hey, I'm gonna wait. I got the collection. That's where I beat it. I beat it 2 days ago. So only the sequel left. So I played the Great Ace Attorney. I played the Layton versus Phoenix Wright game. I played all mainline games. So I'm ready for Ace Attorney 7. I don't know what I'm gonna play after Dragon Quest 3 though. I have a lot of ideas. I'd like to go to Valkyria Chronicles, which is a game that I played a little bit back in the day, but I would like to revisit that completely. I got it on Switch, so I would like to play that. That's again a backlog game. I do want to go back and play Golden Sun 2 because I played Golden Sun 1 in 2023 and I loved it. So I want to do backlog games this year. Because for now, there's not a lot of new releases announced for 2025 that I absolutely want to play. Or at least that I absolutely want to play day one. Like the Majima game I'm going to play, probably not day one. The Lunar Collection, the Suikoden Collection, I'm going to buy those, probably not day one. Although I've been craving some Lunar, so I might check that out day one. But other than that, there's not much for this year that I'm like day one I need to buy. So I'm really hoping to like play backlog games. I would like to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for sure. That is a game from last year that I wish I played. So yeah, that's what I'm playing right now. Yes, Hamada. Persona 6 has been in development for a very, very long time. I would say around 2018, 2019, as you said. Right. That makes a lot of sense. But it's gonna be special whenever it shows up. A new Valkyrie profile, interesting. What about Final Fantasy 16? Well, they said a new title though, so no, it can't be FF16. I don't know. I wonder if there could be more than one surprise too. I know they did that before in a developer direct, I think. I casually watch these. Generally speaking, I don't stream them. I wish Xbox would do like Sony and Nintendo and just have this presentation and have a few surprises here and there. Definitely not FF17. P6 revealed that a Nintendo thing? Maybe. Can Persona 6 live up to the expectations? That is a very, very good question. Do I think it will? Probably. To me, at least, to my expectations. But to people's expectations after Persona 5 Royal? But again, Metaphor lived up to expectations. To almost a decade of expectations too, so we'll see. I think it's possible. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Yes, Nate DeHate said FF16 and Remake and Rebirth are coming to Xbox and Switch. I believe it. No, he said FF7 Remake and Rebirth are coming to Xbox and Switch. And he said 16 is coming to Xbox, if I recall correctly. And Nate DeHate's the one who called the Switch release announcement. The Switch announcement. He called that out. He leaked that, so. And he's been very reliable for sure. I've been following up with his podcast for years at this point, and he's super reliable. So I expect that, but if I'm not mistaken, he didn't say that would happen today. So Project X Zone, Super Robot Wars, those are like more like Nintendo Direct type of reveals to me, Nexo. Internet expectations and normal expectations are very different. That is a very good point, and that's something that I'm talking about in my next video, or so one of my next videos. I'm talking about that. And it's about Persona 6, what people are expecting. So not about the game itself, but one topic of the game. I think you guys are gonna enjoy that video. Persona 3 Reload Royal. I think if a complete version of P3 Reload releases, it's gonna be Nintendo that's gonna get and announce that for sure. New Etrian Odyssey is also a Nintendo thing. Metaphor Royal it's too early, yeah. There's rumors for like a state of play and a Nintendo Direct next month actually. People are expecting a February Direct regardless of the April Switch 2 Direct. Which I guess makes sense because Nintendo, they don't have a February game. They just dropped Donkey Kong HD, and in March they have Xenoblade Chronicles X. Again, Vanillaware, same thing. Very, very possible, but at Nintendo's events. I want to try out Project X Zone. That's also a game it's kind of high on my list. I wouldn't say that, Nexo. I think the Persona ports were like some of the most requested ports of all time at that point when they were revealed. And Persona is way more mainstream than Super Robot Wars or Etrian Odyssey, stuff like that. So, Vanillaware games. Yeah, in February it could be like a Switch 1 Direct Mini or something, or a Direct Partner Showcase maybe. Are we gonna see Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 1 and 2 HD remake that soon though? I don't know. Metroid for sure. Oh yeah, welcome to the stream, Adam. I 100% agree. Like, Atlas is definitely going to be at the Switch 2 Direct. I fully expect that. Today, I don't know. But I expect Atlas to show up on April 2nd, y'all. That's dangerous territory. I mean, I'm streaming that bad boy, by the way. I already have the whole day off. I don't know at what time it is, so I just took the whole day off. So I'll be good to go. No matter at what time it is, I'll be there, and I'll be streaming the event. Hopefully it's awesome. I think it will. I really think it will. I got a message or a comment yesterday on my top 10 Atlas games of all time, in my opinion. And people still watch that video every now and then, and I appreciate it when people watch some of my older stuff. It's always cool to get comments from these videos. But that person said, like, hey, cool video, great list, I like the ranking, except you should take out Persona 5. It's the worst game Atlas has ever made. And I'm like, whoa, that escalated quickly. He's like, he likes the list and everything, so he's not like this dude with some crazy takes. But then it just casually drops to, like, it's the worst game Atlas ever made. Like, holy shit. that was intense. That was intense. It starts in 10 minutes, by the way. Yes, at 1. Hey, Felix, I have a hard time. I have a really hard time expecting Persona 6 at the Switch 2 event for some reason. For some reason. If Atlas chooses to reveal Persona 6 at the Switch 2 Direct, that would make me go crazy. But if they do that, to me, that would mean that Switch ports and Switch games did phenomenally. It was Atlas games on Switch. They did phenomenally. Like, we know SMT5, the original, did extremely well. Extremely well. Like, it sold more than the previous best-selling mainline game in 3 months. So, insane sales numbers for the original SMT5. But everything else, I mean, we don't know. So if they choose to reveal Persona 6 at the Switch 2 event, crazy. That means that Persona 5 Royal, the Persona 25th ports, potentially Persona 5 Tactica. I would bet money on Tactica selling the best on Switch. Stuff like that. Like, yo. Hey, shoutouts Peter Parker. Welcome to the stream, friend. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate your support. What's up, David? You checking out the Trails in the Sky remake this fall? Hey, 1000%, 1000%. I said it in my previous video talking about that remake. I'm very excited to see more of that game. This is a game that could show up in a February Direct or even in the April Direct, in my opinion. I would love to see more of it, that's for sure. And I don't want to get your expectations up if you would be excited for that, but if I get the opportunity to review that game early, if I can get a review copy early, I am going to take time off and I'm going to review that game. Like, give you guys a newcomers to the Trails of series look at Trails in the Sky, the remake. So yes, I'm checking it out day one. That is one game from this year that I'm very excited for. And I even reached out already and trying to see if I can secure a review copy of some sort. So I would like that. That would be cool. CJ Techno, welcome to the stream, friend. Retro Mania, Fenton, Raiden, Cena, Detmig. Welcome to the stream, y'all. Once again, thank you for your support, Peter. I don't know what I'm expecting for today. I'm not expecting much, I'll be honest. I'm just hoping to see... I'm hoping that they sell me on Expedition 33. Like, I want to like it. From what we've seen, it looks cool. It really looks cool. I want to see more. It's not pre-ordered. I have not pre-ordered the game. I'm thinking about it. I want them to sell me on it. Other than that, I mean, I want to see more of Doom because I played both previous Doom reboots, I guess you would call them, and I liked them. But yeah, the rest I'm just like hoping to have a good time, and hopefully the final game clicks with me. If it's what's rumored, a lot of people will be excited. Not me. Again, not spoiling it for y'all if it turns out to be true. Not really exciting for me, but if it's like a Dragon Quest 12, a Persona 6 or something like that, that would be crazy. That would be big for a show like this. But it's the show closer, so it has to be decent, no? No, I still think Etrian Odyssey is a real thing, and I think the Origins collections prove that. It sold decently too. So yeah, no, I think it's a thing. It just has to be revealed at the right time, and the director of Etrian was at the preview event that I was at in August for Metaphor, and he said like openly that he was taking off the development of another project, is what he told us, to help with SMT5, the original game, and then Metaphor. So I think it was kind of put on hold, and the Origins Collections port was like a way for them to try out the one screen thing. No discussion around Metaphor's ending. Yeah, it's too early, and I wouldn't spoil a game in a stream like this. Sorry, Keymaker. Yeah, any type of a surprise for today would be really awesome. That's for sure. Hey, shoutouts Liam. Thank you for the super chat. Thanks for the support, Liam. The Atlas Nightmare Cody Rhodes will announce Persona 6. Hey, I see. Oh my god, I don't have the name though. Who's the wrestler that you guys talk about constantly that is into game? Like he did the Sephiroth entrance and thing. He's cool. He's cool. I think he's cool. What's the name? I'm really trying to recall the name, but I can't. I know Liam, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. But thank you for the support, Liam. I really appreciate you. Yeah, no spoilers for sure. Like mods, if you can, if anyone talks spoilers, you can just delete the messages and or block if you have to. So, how I felt about the ending? You weren't asking for. Oh my bad. I liked it a lot. I think it dragged on though. I think the number. Yeah, Kenny Omega. That's what I was talking about. Yeah. No, story-wise, I liked it a lot. The number of battles against the final enemy was unnecessary. I think it was too long. They kind of dragged it on for too long at the end, in my opinion. But the ending itself, I like how it hit. I like the feeling that it gave me at the end, you know, while playing it. When I dropped the controller, I was like, okay, that's a good way to wrap this story up to me. But yeah. Yes, I was talking about Kenny Omega. Isn't that King's cat? The name of his cat? Yeah, CJ, exactly. That's what I meant to say. I was ready for it to end near the end. And, you know, I was talking to King about it, and he told me the same thing. He was like, hey, it dragged on a little bit near the end. My thought on the Switch 2 design? Yo, I said it before, the Switch is like my favorite platform of all time at this point. I like it that much. So I just wanted another Switch that plays more demanding game, and that's apparently what we're getting. So yeah, I'm 100% in. The design looks cool. The Joy-Con, they look, I hope they make them more reliable. I broke one Joy-Con, which again, from what I've heard from people online, I got lucky because I bought my first Switch day one. I bought an OLED regular when it came out, and I bought the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom edition. So I got through three Switches in 8 years basically, and I just had one Joy-Con with drift. So I hope they fix that regardless, because that's a big issue. And clearly with the leaked specs from the system, it's going to be very, very powerful. Even without DLSS, people are comparing it to like a PS4 Pro, which I'm 1000% fine with that. I think it's more than enough for sure. So yeah, but people are already telling me that Metaphor is not going to be able to run on it, which facepalm. But yeah, I got the comments. I like the design. It looks cool. Bigger screen. I hope the screen is good quality too, especially if it's not OLED. So yeah. Oh yeah, Switch Lite with drift. That must have sucked. So, any final predictions, y'all? 3 minutes left before the show starts. Defect batteries on Switch Joy-Cons. Interesting. Wow. No, never had a battery problem with those. That's another thing that I adore from Switch, is the fact that, you know, most games, they don't require long-ass downloads when you put the card in. That is worth so much money to me. I decided to, like, go back and start playing some Gran Turismo 7 lately, and when I decided that I was going to do that, I immediately booted the PS5 up, because I knew that this shit was going to have like this huge update. 40 gigabytes update. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So that's one thing that I love from the Switch, especially the Pro controllers and Joy-Cons battery life. That is so dope. Like my Pro controller, I'm going to charge the DualSense like 12 times before I charge the before I charge the Switch Pro controller. Okay, so predictions. We're gonna go to the main stream since it's about to start. I am going to raise the volume, the audio of the stream here, and when the event starts, you guys please tell me how the audio sounds. If I have to lower my voice, raise the stream's volume, you just let me know. Ninja Gaiden is a big prediction for a lot of people. FF Tactics remake, new SMT spinoff, FF16, Persona 2 Duology remake, Metaphor DLC. Metaphor DLC, that would be interesting. Resident Evil 9. I guess that fits the bill. It makes sense. Hey, technically a legendary Japanese IP and new title, and if it could be Ace Attorney 7, which I would love that, but I'm not expecting that. Kingdom Hearts 4, Dragon Quest 12. Ooh, interesting. I think Ninja Gaiden's a good possibility. Capcom, I'm still thinking about RE9. Capcom has Monster Hunter coming out in a month or so, though, so we'll see. Hey, have a good show, y'all. Don't forget to tell me how my audio sounds. I'll do the necessary adjustments for y'all, okay? Shout outs. Thanks for being here. The one thing that's cool is most of these games, or potentially even all these games, are going to be on all platforms at some point. That's one thing that is cool with Xbox shows. Yeah, Makona, I'm not expecting it either, so... Golden Sun, Dark Souls remake, Bloodborne, 60 frames while we're at it. Let's hope for a good show. Hey, shout out Benson. Appreciate you being here. Welcome to the stream. It's not really a Nintendo partner direct because there is a bigger focus on like the developers behind the scenes and stuff, which is respectable. I have no problem against it. It just makes the show a little, it's different. It's really different. It's not a montage of ads for games, you know, which I prefer, I'll be honest. But they're giving importance to the important people making these games, which, hey, fair enough. I respect it. For some reason, we know Square wants to aggressively pursue... Oh, 25 is green. Oh, they're starting with that? Xbox Game Studios? Well, shit. I ain't no Persona 6. I'm quiet? Okay, I fixed it. Oh man. In the first minute, we know it's not P6. Oh ho ho ho. Ninja Gaiden is what it is.
Konnichiwa, Koei Tecmo Games チーム忍者の安田文
Is the
彦です。
audio better now?
今日は皆様にチーム忍者が長く大切にしてきたアクションシリーズの新情報を発表できる機会をいただけてとても嬉しく思います。早速ですがこちらをご覧ください。
Yeah. So that's what the industry insiders and leakers were saying. So, I see hype. That's cool. Happy for you, Adam. That's awesome.
The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts
I'm
of
curious
a
about
sole
what they're gonna do
ninja.
with it, though, because the last time that we had Ninja Gaiden, it was kind
Dark
of
Dragon's husk
not that
remained,
great, you know?
and from this husk fell an endless downpour of cursed rain. The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
Infiltrated the facility. Commencing mission.
I know it is indeed. Oh, with platinum. Good choice. Good choice. Oh yeah, people are gonna like that. I wonder if this is gonna still be like hard as fuck.
No escape.
Yeah. Platinum and Team Ninja's a good fit, for sure. This looks sexy as hell, I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be hard, man. This is gonna be a hard game, you can tell. This is gorgeous. Dope trailer. Very dope trailer.
Ryu Hayabusa.
I'm still shocked he's not in Smash. That would have been a good fit. Ryu Hayabusa is the name?
So you've come, Raven.
Fuck off, Hayabusa. I will execute my mission.
Happy for y'all? Oh, they're
世界
going
中の
all
町人
in.
の皆さん、10年以上大変お待たせしました。 最強の忍者となり容赦なく襲い来る敵に挑むハイスピードアクション忍者ガイデンのナンバリング最新作として忍者ガイデン4を発表させていただきました。
Switch to, please.
本作はプラチナゲームズさんとの協業で開発を進めています。プラチナゲームズさんのアクションゲームというジャンルにおける実績は言うまでもなく、ベヨネッタやニアオートマタなど素晴らしいアクションタイトルを生み出してこられました。忍者ガイデン4というタイトルを10年以上の時を超えて新たに皆様にお届けするにあたり、より多くの方に新鮮な気持ちでプレイしていただけるよう、新たな世界を新主人公であるもう一人の町人ヤクモで冒険するという形で制作することにしました。先ほどご覧いただいた映像の中で竜はやぶさも登場しておりましたが、彼は今回も物語に密接に関わってきます。なぜヤクモと戦うことになったのか、竜はやぶさが戦う目的は何なのか、本作の物語の中で展開していきます。
任務は必ず成し遂げる。邪魔をするな。
物語は黒竜がもたらした正気の雨によって荒廃した首都東京が舞台となっています。この雨は黒竜がまだ生きている証であり、雨が止まない限り東京に安寧は訪れません。今作の新主人公であり、はやぶさと対をなすカラス一門に所属するヤクモが首都東京で黒竜を倒し、この世界を晴らすため
Hey,
戦
shout
い
out
に
to
身を投じ
Mehu
ます。
Shendra for the super chat. I appreciate the support. Oh, that was some Sonic, rail grind.
これまで
Do you think no Persona 6? No. I was not expecting it.
そこに
I
さらに
never
危機を感じさせ
expected
る
it.
要
I
素と
was
して
hoping for it, and I
呪
thought
い
it
や
made
より
sense.
混沌とした景観のデザインを
But
取り入
yeah,
れてい
no,
ます。
apparently no, because that was the surprise game.
ス
Except
テージ
if
プレ
there's
イ中
another
に
one,
街が呪いの影響を受け、
highly
ビルは
doubt
崩れ、道は歪み、ヤクモをピンチに陥れることでしょう。舞台となる東京は
The rain
とある
effects
出来事によって
are very
街全体が崩壊し、魔族やヤクモと敵対する勢力がひしめき合う状態になっており、環境全体がプレイヤーに牙を向くように感じられる
I
はずです。
appreciate the support, Mehu. Thank you.
前作より
Switch to event. If it's Switch to event, it's not coming out this year.
忍
No,
具や
that's my
シリー
opinion.
ズおなじみの体術など忍者アクションを駆使して乗り越えていくことになります。レールアクション、スイングアク
That's
シ
an
ョンなど
argument
の
that a lot of
ダイナ
people
ミック
brought
で
up
壮
that
大な
it's
シチュエ
too
ーショ
big
ン
to be
を
here,
追加
but
しました。
I disagree.
これら以外にも
I disagree.
さまざまなシチュエーションやチャレンジ、
These are big
隠されたア
titles.
イテムなどを用意しており、ステージが進むごとに上がっていくテンションにも驚いていただけると思います。
Obviously way bigger for us, but to the general audience, no, I think it's fine. As a headliner like this, yeah, I think it makes sense.
新しい主人公のヤクモは竜はやぶさに次ぐ新たな町人です。彼にはまだ若さも残っていますが、カラス一門を背負う天才忍者でもあり、忍者ガイデンシリーズにおける忍者の頂点、竜と肩を並べる次世代の町人たり得る人物としてデザインしています。
No, at this point, I don't think Persona 6 is going to release this year either. I
そんなヤクモの前に
100%
立ち
still
ふさがる
expect
のは
a
荒れ果てた
reveal
東京の
this
治安
year,
維持組織であり、
1000%.
黒竜の封印を
If
守
it's,
る
I'd be
友
shocked
人
if it's
島や
not revealed this
現世
year.
に
And
蔓
like
延
I'm
する
saying,
人ならざるもの
the name
ローマ
of the game, the
そ
box
してもち
art,
ろん
pre-order
シリーズおなじみ
information,
の魔
release
人も
date.
登
I
場し
want
ます。
all the details.
ま
We've
た現時
gameplay.
点では公開していませんが、
And it's
新
gonna
たな
release
キャラクタ
early
ーや
next year.
シリーズファン
I
の
think
方に
it's
喜んでい
it's
ただ
not
ける
gonna
人
be
物
like
も
a
登場
holiday
しますので、
2026 game.
続報
Can't
に
be.
ご期待ください。
従来のシリーズからバトルスピードをさらに加速させ、目にも止まらぬスピードで敵との攻防を繰り広げることができます。さらにヤクモが使える新要素、結節忍術ヌエの型を駆使
I
したダイナミ
disagree,
ック
you
な攻
guys,
撃に
man.
よ
I
って
think,
これまでから
Doom's
大
here,
きく進
Ninja
化した
Gaiden, those are
一対
legendary
他の戦
titles
闘を
that
可能
sold
にしました。
millions of copies
ヌエの
more
型で
than
は
Persona
これまでの
ever
忍者
did,
ガイデン
so
にはない広範囲かつ一撃必殺の
it
攻
is a
撃と
big
なっており、
game, but it's not
多勢
I
に
don't
無
think
勢
it's
の
too
状態
big
が長く続く戦況を
compared
一
to
気に覆す
the
こ
other
とができ
games
ま
that
す。
are here.
もちろん1対1の戦闘におけ
I
る
don't
比率
think
も
they're
健
gonna
在です。
show another 10
プレイ
second
ヤー同
teaser
様
like they did
敵
for
もガード
Persona
や回
5
避を
though.
してくるため
That would
緊
be
張感のある
crazy.
フ
You
ェア
don't
な
want
戦
to do
闘
that.
を味わうことができま
Next
す。
Game Awards? Next
敵
Game
の動き
Awards
をしっ
would
かり
make
と
it
捉
like
え
a
ながら
late
一瞬の
2026
隙を
game.
逃さずに攻
That
撃
would
を仕
be
掛けていくことが重要です。ヌエの
It's
方によって
possible, but
忍
that
者
would
ガ
be
イデンのアクションの
crazy.
味わいにさらなる進化を感じられるかと思います。
特にアクションに関しては手触り、バランス調整など細部にわたり日々議論させていただき、会社の垣根を越えた密なやり取りをさせていただいています。本作の主人公であるヤクモは
See what Hamada's saying in the chat. That's what I mean. That would be a better way to phrase it. Right? Maybe the event is big enough, but I feel like Atlas would want an event with more eyes on it.
2つの型があるという点がヤクモの大きな特徴ですが、それらが持つ多彩な性能のアクションを用いて敵や状況ごとに使い分ける攻略の深みや滅却、絶技などを絡めた抑揚あるスピーディーな攻防などはもちろんヤクモでも健在です。
ヤクモと竜ハヤブサはそれぞれがかなり異なる個性的な遊び心地になっていますので、さまざまな戦闘バリエーションを楽しむことができるようになっています。
Hey, Nathan, if they reveal it at the
そして
Switch
竜
2
ハヤブサの
Direct,
双
that
方
would
で
be
飛燕、伊豆直
crazy.
し
We
など
would go
シリーズおなじみのアクションも駆使しつつ新アクションを織り交ぜた新しい忍者ガイデンにご期待ください。忍者ガイデンシリーズに色濃く残っている歯ごたえやグレードの高いアクション体験の継承、さらに我々プラチナゲームズの特徴であるスピーディーなアクションやダイナミックな演出も取り入れ、進化した正当続編を作り上げるべく総力を挙げて開発を進めております。
容赦ない敵とのいかなる攻防にもフェアに戦える手触りをヤクモでも目指しています。皆様に進化した忍者ガイデンを触っていただける日を楽しみにしています。
シリーズファンはもちろんのこと、忍者ガイデンを初めてプレイする方でも存分に楽しめる作品になっておりますので、ぜひ発売をお待ちください。
Can I
長年にわた
imagine
って
them
プラ
announcing
チナ
it
ゲ
and
ームズさ
dropping
ん
it
と共
3
にま
months
さに
later?
忍者
No.
のように潜んで忍者ガイデン4の開発を進めてきましたが、ついに発表することができて非常に嬉しく思います。2025年秋に本作を皆様にお届けできるのを楽しみにしています。続報にもぜひご期待ください。さて、本日お伝えしたい発表はそれだけではありません。こちらをご覧ください。
Another little announcement. Interesting. Ports, I assume. Persona 5 Arena was never a thing, is what happened. It depends, Nathan. That means that they would have started development like a long time ago with Switch 2 in mind. So these are the older games, right? Remade. It could very well come to Switch 2.
My path leads through the land of the dead.
Ninja Gaiden 2 remake. Okay. Summer Games Fest, yeah, for sure. That's possible too. They are trying really hard. They really are.
Go back to hell.
All paths before me are cruel and arduous. Our time has come.
Yes, sir.
忍者ガイデン2のオリジナル版は2008年に Xbox360 で発売し、バイオレンスな表現と
Could
ハイ
Xbox
スピ
get
ー
a
ドなバ
Game
トルを
Pass
皆
deal
様
for
にお楽
P6?
しみい
It's
ただいた
possible.
作品です。
They did
本
it
作
for
忍者ガイデ
Metaphor.
ン
They
2 ト
did
ラッ
it
クでは
for
オリジナル版の表
Reload
現に
and
立ち戻り
Tactica.
Unreal Engine 5を用いてグラフィックを大幅に
It's
刷新
possible.
忍者ガイデン2の完全版として開発いたしました。綺麗なグラフィックでお楽しみいただけるのはもちろん、竜ハヤブサに加え綾音、もみじ、レイチェルもプレイブルキャラクターとして登場します。そして本作は本日コンソール、PC、そして Xbox ゲームパスでこの後すぐに発売となります。忍者ガイデンシリーズを長年応援いただいている皆様はもちろんのこと、本日忍者ガイデンを知っていただいた皆様も忍者ガイデン4の発売前にぜひ本作をお楽しみください。今年はチーム忍者創立30周年の節目であり、本日発表させていただいた忍者ガイデン4を含め2025年は忍者の年、イヤーオブザ忍者となります。ぜひ忍者ガイデンシリーズの展開にご注目ください。
I don't think that's gonna be
本日は
Xbox
ありがとうございました。
Yeah, out now. Of course, a big remake like this, that's pretty cool. I respect it. Fall 2025. It's Xbox Game Studios Publishing is what they said. interesting. Nice. I'm happy for you, Adam. Oh, I remember that game. Yeah, that looked cool. From the Xbox showcase.
Hi, and welcome to Compulsion Games here in Montreal, Canada. At our studio, we care about world building.
That's next
we treat the setting almost like a character of its own. From the magical noir of contrast to the alternate history of We Happy Few, we draw inspiration from the landscape to shape mood, drama, and intrigue. For South of Midnight, our third-person action-adventure game, the story and characters bring a folkloric Deep South to life.
It's confirmed. Ninja Gaiden's confirmed for PS5.
This gave us a chance to explore Southern Gothic themes with a dark fantasy twist. So while our protagonist Hazel is at the forefront of our story, it's the macabre elements and larger-than-life creatures that will leave a mark on her journey and growth.
It is really picking up out there. Did you pack everything?
Mama, did Windows Central set JRPG? I don't think they did. I think they just said legendary Japanese IP.
Oh, shoot, we got 5 minutes. Let's go.
We won't be rushed.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Now, you want to bring this up right
this
now.
This has an interesting art
Hazel,
style.
Please.
We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody
I want to like it, but...
Hazel!
It runs. It's probably the stream, but it runs at like 3 frames per second too.
Hazel may start her journey as a typical 19-year-old, but disastrous events will push her into a darkly magical world where
the gameplay looks
she'll learn who she really is and how to tap into weaving, an ancient magical power that redefines her trajectory in life.
Could they wait for
the
GTA 6 to reveal the date for
Hazel
P6?
as a weaver.
I doubt it.
Someone who can see beyond the surface and tap into a deeper reality.
Trying to be arcane.
Weavers can see the fabric binding our worlds, connecting people, nature, and echoes of the past.
Keep those hands to yourself.
Hazel can perceive both the mystical strands and stigmas in the world. Through her newfound power,
because the environment looks cool.
These stigmas and mends the afflicted creatures she encounters.
As Hazel discovers her power, I like how it looks. The world gradually shifts into the surreal.
Hey, shout out to Purple. Welcome to the Minotaur tier for membership. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Check out the community page for my early uploads.
Among them is
appreciate
good
your
old
support.
Catfish,
Thank you so much.
the storyteller who becomes both the guide and
hey, take care, Adam. Can't blame you.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver, so did you say?
I am not gonna lie. I am, yes, Forever Trunks. I'm kind of getting
Meeting Catfish marks the true beginning of Hazel's journey. All of Hazel's
I've heard Arcane is good.
Are designed around textile crafting and traditional spinning wheels. Her weapons include a spindle, two weaving hooks,
didn't speak
a
that much, I'll be honest.
Her magic abilities manifest with supernatural lace-like patterns, blending the traditional craft with mystical elements. Hazel engages with the world through a variety of movement abilities.
The $100
Those
thing for
abilities
GTA
also help
6.
Hazel progress on a journey.
What's the source on this?
As her journey unfolds, Hazel will master new weaving abilities, using them to traverse the world, conjure objects, and confront adversaries.
Combat is about understanding and adapting to different enemy archetypes known as Aints.
Archetypes?
The manifestations of corruption Hazel
We know about that now.
These Aints trap Hazel in combat until she unravels
Yeah, Expedition 33 is going to have a good showing for sure. I think Doom is going to have a very good showing too. I think Expedition 33 is going to release soon too. I don't think it's going to be like a late 2025 game or anything. It looks deep in development. They announced the voice actors and everything, so I think they're ready. I think we're getting a date today. You know what would be dope? A demo. A demo for Expedition 33 would be
Hazel
awesome.
can counter these threats with agile melee abilities to execute powerful combos, jump attacks, and charge attacks. But close combat is risky and can backfire because Aints have powerful defensive abilities. Mastering your magical skills becomes the key to gaining the upper hand in combat. Push, pull, and weave are some of the spells at your disposal that give you a tactical advantage during a fight. Timing, is everything. Pull distant enemies close to start melee combos, push them back to interrupt and stun their attack. Then press the advantage with follow-up strikes. Spells interact uniquely with each enemy type, creating dynamic combat scenarios, especially when facing multiple types of opponents at the same time. Once near death, enemies can be unraveled, breaking their core and setting them free of their
purple. You know what? I'm gonna do a poll on my community page, so please look forward to that and vote.
You can enhance Hazel's combat readiness and keep on chaining your abilities.
Expect Persona 6 to
As
be at the
Hazel
Switch
progresses in the game,
Direct
she unlocks new moves and improved abilities.
I have
and
a hard
to
time
decide
predicting
which
this,
areas
y'all.
to prioritize.
I don't know. I
The
still think
upgrades will
Persona
change
6
how
is
you
going to be on
approach
Switch,
combat,
but for
like
Alice to
enhancing
reveal
area
it at a
detect
Nintendo
attacks.
show, I don't know.
Refining push and
For
pull
some
skills
reason,
to
it
improve
doesn't sound
precision
as
and
likely.
make them feel more rewarding. The combat system is fast and responsive, built around chaining attacks, landing precise strikes, and unraveling enemies.
You mind if I take a look around?
You can see every place old Molly terrorized and more. Now for the low, low price of $1.
In Hazel's search for her mother, you'll explore multiple regions, each ruled by a mythical creature with their own Southern Gothic history.
We're not
You'll
seeing
gradually
Elder
uncover the
Scrolls
backstories
6
of these
years
beings,
at this
once
point.
human or animal,
They revealed that
who were
in,
transformed by
like, what,
tragedy.
2017
Their
or
secrets
something?
waiting to be discovered. As a weaver, Hazel heals these creatures by collecting fragments of haunted memories.
That's
We
the
call
thing,
these echoes,
transcendency. That's the
which
thing.
reveal each creature's past. Hazel must experience these echoes before she can mend them.
What kind of person would do that to someone?
We design each region to reflect the creature that's been doomed to wander it. From the atmospheric environment to unique music themes composed for each one.
Their environments are looking
While
really
not
cool.
all encounters lead to direct combat, Hazel will need to face mythical creatures in epic confrontation before she can heal them. Our boss encounters and gameplay sequences also reflects the uniqueness of each creature, with distinct mechanics that center around a specific thematic. These encounters feature multiple phases that ramp up in complexity. As the encounters progress, the musical theme builds up, cranking the tension alongside the fight. Whether it's Two-Toed Tom or hugging Molly, each of these larger-than-life creatures is inspired by Southern folklore.
It's really hard
and
to
lead
put a finger on
climactic
it, but
battles.
there's a lot that I like, there's a lot that I don't
We
like
got a
from this.
long journey ahead.
South of Midnight unfolds as a hero's journey, and as Hazel, you'll travel through a tapestry of Southern-inspired landscapes. From abysmal swamps to flooded farmlands to the
I
Appalachian
expect
peaks.
third-party announcements at
In
the Switch
our
2
magical
event, y'all.
South, decaying buildings reclaimed by nature stand moments away from a hungry Rugaloo. And as Hazel delves deeper, reality bends ever more toward the fantastical.
It is definitely unique.
The
and I'll
history,
always
landscape,
respect
and
games
folklore
going
of
for
the American
uniqueness.
Deep South fill our world, and our team has infused the game with thoughtful details and environmental storytelling, like our bottle trees and haint blue porches, which are said to ward off evil spirits. The Way to the Past emerges as central themes, which you can see through old abandoned buildings and businesses struggling to survive.
I like this.
As you explore, you'll meet locals who
I'll
stayed
reuse
behind
this.
even in the face of a hurricane.
So I'm the last person left here.
I'm not
All
trying to be
those
negative,
damn
by the
hates.
way. It looks
This
it looks
part of the
fine. It
river's
looks
filthy
not
with
for me, but it looks fine.
Artistically, we're staying true to our moody compulsion
They
signature
have a lot
style.
of unique designs, like the monster,
But
the
this
bosses
time, we're
designs that
using
we
a
see. I'm a
handcrafted
fan. I'm a big
approach
fan.
inspired by
The
stop
environments
motion
and stuff.
animation, which allows our team to bring a distinct personality and tone into every prop and character. Because this folklore is open to visual interpretation, we embrace the freedom to reimagine these creatures and their stories, to adapt how they look, and to craft our own version of a
The
fantastical
enemies are
Deep
all
South.
dope. Andrzej, quite possibly. Metaphor and Reload
At Compulsion
announced
Games,
on day
we
one
love to
makes a lot of
craft around
sense.
central themes. We're lucky to have talent across all our disciplines that collaborate to give South of Midnight such a unique personality.
Yeah, it
We
is
hope
stop
you
motion,
enjoyed
yeah.
this deep dive into South of Midnight. We're thrilled to announce that the game will launch on April 8th, and pre-orders are now available on Xbox and Steam.
The week after the Switch 2 event. Ah, here we go. Okay, that's what I'm looking forward to the most. Let's see how it goes. This game looks cool. I could try and get my hands on it early too. I think that would be awesome. Not sure if it's possible, but I could give it a shot. Where's the studio located, by the way? It's Sandfall
Bonjour everyone. We are Sandfall Interactive, and welcome to our manor.
I can hear the accent.
We are a small studio based in Montpellier, France, working on our first game, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It's a turn-based RPG set in a fantasy version of late 19th century Belle Epoque France.
Here we are.
Late 19th century.
Our grand adventure in game development actually started as a solo passion project. I wanted to create something like the JRPGs with turn-based combat I grew up with and loved, but that fully leveraged the latest tech, refreshed the genre with new features, and took place in a compelling world. I knew I needed help to realize my dream. First, I turned to a programmer I knew would get it.
Guillaume and I started trading ideas right away, and that quickly turned into trading files back and forth. Soon, I was creating the first prototypes of the reactive turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense element, and a cinematic battle camera system. Things really clicked when we tested the first version of those features. We felt we had something both challenging and fun.
As Tom and I went back and forth and iterated on game elements, a vision started to come together, and I shared it with an old friend from university.
Guillaume and I are both passionate gamers, and when he described the project, I quit my job the following week and joined the team without hesitation. Because I believe that in video games, success always starts with a strong creative vision. And we had that, defined by 3 core elements. A story with great emotional depth, gameplay that innovates on the classics we love,
it looks awesome.
And a
like
world
visually
that is completely original, beautiful, and immersive. We founded Sandfall Interactive on these tenets. A group of friends with a shared vision and the drive to make something great.
This too is your legacy.
I need to know more about the story, plot, and stuff, you know?
Core to every great RPG is a compelling story. And Guillaume and I spent 4 years intensively developing and refining ours.
It's been in development for 4 years.
And that started with the hook. 67 years ago, a massive slumbering paintress and a monolith appeared with no warning.
Polished.
Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith, and everyone who has passed that age is erased. Every year, that number ticks down, and everyone dies younger and younger.
You think so,
Expeditions
Mingo?
depart to kill the paintress, determined to fight until their final breath, but none have ever returned. Our story follows Expedition 33.
Yeah, Retromania. Yeah. But let's not praise it too much. It looks good, but we have yet to play it. Maybe the story's
We
ass.
honor your dedication.
Guillaume and I knew early on
It
that we
looks
didn't want to
awesome
focus
for
on
now,
good
I'll
versus
give you
evil.
that.
What's interesting to us are people who, yes, are flawed,
Fair
but
enough.
who care deeply
Fair
about
enough.
each other. And conflicts arise because they have different perspectives on what needs to be done.
I'm sorry about earlier.
We wanted our story to feel dark and mature, with adult characters who feel like real people with real experiences.
I'm always missing
I'm
something
getting
that everyone else just
FF16
gets.
vibes from this
The
mature,
heart of the story
like,
is
adult,
about overcoming
older
an existential threat
setting,
while
and
struggling with loss and grief. And it's rooted in the characters' relationships, both to each other and to themselves.
What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do?
In a world like this,
Scenes look
how
really
does
well
one stay
made, though.
hopeful or make peace with their fate? What duty do we owe to each other or to ourselves? These questions are deeply
I don't know,
personal
I
to
think the
me,
faces
and
looks
they
good-
permeate
they
the
look good.
story behind the story.
Know that Lumiere fights with you. Tomorrow comes Expedition 33.
The characters all have their own motivations and perspectives. Gustave and Lune are deeply invested in the expedition, even if they fight all the time. To them, the mission is tied not only to their family, but central to their identity and purpose.
Protocol doesn't cover
There's a-
every contingency.
There's
You know that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already happened.
What are the stars whispering to you? Actually, I'm the one whispering to them. It's something my dad and I used to do.
And Maël, who cares more
You
about
guys are making
really
me
living her
laugh.
life,
He looks
not
too
just
normal.
living longer.
Gustav,
I guess you mean it looks
real?
It didn't need to look that
not all dark,
realistic,
though.
maybe? Is that what you mean?
Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs
Oh, you're joking,
and recruit
okay.
Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty philosopher and a fully playable character. He has a really cool battle mechanic where he can turn into the enemies he defeats.
What are you doing?
It's incredibly gorgeous.
Aha!
He's very, very old and has seen many expeditions come and go. He is a Gestrol, which are a group of playful beings who view battle as a form of meditation. They're fun and sort of ridiculous.
Yeah, I like how it looks too. I think it looks probably looks too good for me not to give it a shot.
And of course, there is Esquier, who is one of the oldest and lore-wise the most powerful creatures in the verse.
Esquier is that powerful?
He will be your mount and help you travel to secret corners of the world. And if you bring him back his special stones,
oh man, this feels like
for him to access new areas
an
of the world
old-ass
and find exciting
turn-based
secrets.
FF game, but like with today's visuals, you know.
Everyone has their own reason for
hop
joining
on a
the
boat,
expedition,
you go
and
on the
each of
sea,
them
you
has
access
their
a
own
new
story
area,
arc
you know?
and resolution that we think players will really connect with.
In addition to a strong narrative, we had a clear vision for our own take on the genre's core gameplay. Our reactive turn-based system takes the traditional turn-based battle mechanic we love and adds real-time reaction, which gives combat greater intensity and dynamism. During enemy turns, you can negate all damage by dodging or parrying at the right time.
Oh shit, I suck at these timing
The
attacks and
balancing
defenses.
turn-based with real-time mechanics took a long time to get right. During initial playtests, turn-based players often found the real-time
this
elements
needs to
too
do
hard.
well.
Some of us are still traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up with a formula that we're proud of. Players who are good at real-time can take more risks, and others can counterbalance with items and strategies. A big part of that formula lies in the many ways you can customize your character. We spend a lot of time designing each character's unique mechanics and their custom skill trees. Our philosophy is making every type of playstyle viable so that everyone can have fun with how they play the game. Each character has a unique mechanic. Mel switches between stances which can ultimately boost defense or power. I personally like to make Mel the protector of the group, but I'm pretty much the only one at the studio who plays her that way. Most people play her as a glass cannon with Gustav's complementary skills. The characters can also equip hundreds of passive effects, which in our game are called Lumina. Every character has more than 20 unique skills in their skill tree and hundreds of passive effects they can gain through Lumina and weapons. So there are a ton of builds and playstyle to explore. Needless to say, we can't wait to see how you choose to play and what kinds of build you'll design that we probably never even imagined.
Yeah, this looks cool. They should do a demo.
Our story is set in the French fantasy world, and I was really excited to design something unique. Every level has its own color and texture identity. For example, the Gestrol Village is an early area in the game where players can enjoy a fun break. We wanted something that feels chaotic, grungy, and toy-like. It's basically a bazaar. Everything's disorganized, chaos everywhere, huts are unsafe, built without much thought. It's a place where anyone could fight you at any point, which is pretty much what the Gestrols are like. The Gestrol Village is hidden inside the ancient sanctuary. The ideas here were forest,
I think a demo would sell a lot of
designed
copies.
it as a vibrant place.
If
like
it's
an
good,
old
it
graveyard
looks.
of
I have
Gestrels,
nothing to
or
say with
forgotten
what I'm
wooden toys
seeing.
in a box. With
I
two
think
main
it's going to be
colors,
very
red and
good
white.
from what I'm seeing.
I wanted to make it
but
feel
seeing
cozy,
seeing
hidden
it
from
and playing
danger,
it is
with
two
traps
different
and
things.
labyrinths in case enemies get in.
Yeah,
Same process with the characters.
I'm curious about
Minoko
hundreds
came
of
in a single
passive
concept.
skills to manage. I
thought
wonder
of a
how that's going to
monkey-like
work.
body, white fur with a black and red flat mask.
Ladies.
I'm thinking this is like an April or May game as well.
Definitely a gesture.
Oh, Marvel
For
humor.
Escape, we needed a cuddly companion to take us around the world. I thought instantly of a giant inflatable balloon and old Victorian pillows with many intricate motifs. We start with the core themes and ideas, and the visuals grow organically.
This looks better than Avowed, for sure. Oh, yeah.
From the very start of the project, there was one thing that we absolutely wanted to bring back from older JRPGs. A feature we really loved, but is very rare these days. A completely 3D and navigable world map. Yes, we've got a world map. And it was a real challenge.
Oh yeah, this is very. They're diving in.
And it ended up a lot
Come
bigger
on,
than
y'all.
expected.
This is what I'm talking about. This is very much older FF games. A
We're
simple
super happy with the
overworld
result,
map,
though,
but
as there's a
more
lot of side
details,
paths and entire
towns,
hidden
and
levels.
cities, and kingdoms.
If you want to fight the toughest bosses of the
If
game,
you in the
will
big
have
map
to
need
explore.
to, you
Good
need
luck.
this creature to go over the water instead of a boat. You're probably going to be able to fly at some point. Dive in the water, you
our
know.
hearts and souls into this game for the past 4 years.
The
That's
soundtrack
why
sounds
we're
awesome
delighted
too. Yeah,
to
that's a good
announce
point.
that Expedition 33 launches on April 24th on Xbox Series X and S and is available day one with Xbox Game Pass. You can already wish the game and follow us for more info.
I am
we
definitely
are super excited to invite you into the world of Expedition 33. We are a small, passionate team. It's our debut game, and we can't wait for you to discover our story, our world, and our take on the turn-based genre. On behalf of everyone at Sunfall, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
PS5. Okay. I am probably gonna play that, yo. I'm gonna be honest. It looks too good. I want to support a AAA, or at least a AAA looking turn-based RPG. I want to support that from a small studio like this. That's ballsy. So if they're delivering, I'm gonna be waiting for the reviews probably. But if they deliver,
hello and welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise. It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on id's tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet. This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
That was so stupid I mouthed the words.
let's go.
In Doom: The Dark Ages, you will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell. Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience. So if you're new to the franchise, then Doom: The Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series. And if you're a longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form. So let's break it down, starting with the combat. In Doom Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Heavy, strong, but still fast. A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal. And a balance between enemy projectiles and player movement speed that makes strafing to aim viable again. Just like in the classic Doom game.
They're just fun.
But it's not all about nostalgia.
I generally don't play FPSs, but I love.
And so for Doom: The Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to the Shield Saw. Block. Throw. Parry. Deflect.
Mixed with the different visuals that we have now.
All from one input. It's contextual. Tons of depth on a single button press. You know, we want every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom the Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
Good way to present it.
And the shield saw will give you the strength to go head-to-head with some of the baddest demons we've ever created at id.
The combat is going to be very
much
like
not
more.
Because if you're going to stand and fight, then you got to have something to follow up that
I don't
opening
know,
parry with.
It doesn't look
How
slower.
about an iron flail?
Archer's flail, yes.
Or maybe an electrified gauntlet. Or even a doom spiked mace. That's right, we have 3 melee options that are part of a melee system. All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's totally awesome. And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system. From any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it feels amazing.
Lots of people are...
You'll feel unstoppable, smashing your way through the horde with total freedom.
Lots of people seem to
And that seems like a ton, but that's just 2 inputs. We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger.
Holy crap. There's helmets in the gun, y'all.
That's right, we've saved the best for last. Doom has and always will be all about the guns. And Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculously powerful weapons that we've ever created.
Yeah, this is sick. I'm gonna play this at some point.
Ancient. Brutal torture machines built to butcher,
the shield is absolutely sick.
Impale, and shred the minions of hell with. Only in Doom. That's the mission statement for the design of these never-before-seen, insanely fun-to-use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage and see how these medieval mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for Doom the Dark Ages.
It looks much better too, like visually. Same, Walter, same. It's fun to be tanky in these games too, though.
And under the hood, for the first time in an id game, we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before, with a new difficulty system and sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best. You can slow things down or speed them up. It's a Doom for all Slayers.
And the gameplay doesn't end with just the Slayer. We finally have for you, you've been waiting for 2 games now, to get in and pilot your very own 30-story Atlas, which is a mech. It's the size of a building. It's powerful.
This is sick.
And you can beat giant Titan-sized demons to death with your gauntleted fists. And if that wasn't enough, we also have for you your very own fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon. Neither of these are one-and-done features either. They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is epic. The power fantasy is unlike anything we've made it in. And the combat systems behind these features are deep and tons of fun. And as cool as all that is, we know that fans of single-player action games expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience. So we're excited to share with you not just the gunplay, but the world of Doom the Dark Ages. Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe. Mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past.
I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get more
forests,
reveals today.
Dungeons,
No more surprises.
Ancient hellscapes, battlefields.
Yeah,
and
this
worlds
looks
beyond.
really good, y'all.
And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities and godlike powers every step of the way. Now armed with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut, leap, and smash your way through environments full of secrets and treasures. There's always something new waiting to be discovered or destroyed. Now let's take a closer look at just one of the many missions you'll experience in Doom: The Dark Ages. In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see fit, with any gun you choose. Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game. Discovering
bigger,
secret
like
caves
the back sections and the flying dragon and stuff. I'm not too shocked to see that because this was in development for a long ass time.
You control the pace of the game. Where you go, who you fight, and the objectives you pursue. It's a Doom sandbox full of war and riches. Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates because the battle isn't over yet. And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline. You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete. And speaking of that legend, the story of Doom: The Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line, and you are the star of the show. Your power is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes, featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the Slayer's legend.
This is gonna be good. It's a sure hit.
We've got 10 years of making modern Doom games together, and we've done better with every game we've made.
The hope with all this, the goal, is to give players an experience that's as fun to play as it was to make. And make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom: The Dark Ages releases...
May 15th. Awesome. Close to release. Oh well, that was a cool lineup. Expedition 33 is definitely, definitely what I'm looking forward to the most by far. If not much is coming out near that time, April,
I cannot move.
I'm probably in day one. I'm not gonna lie. Would you guys watch if I made a video about
like the super weapon
Expedition 33? I kind of want to talk about it some more. Analyze everything and check it out in depth. Like, would you guys be interested in analysis? Everything we know so far type of video? I think would be cool.
And unraveling enemies.
Our reactive turn-based system has real-time reaction, which gives combat greater
because it looks so
intensity
awesome.
and dynamism.
忍具やシリーズおなじみの体術など忍者アクションを駆使して乗り越えていくことになります。
Hey, Corey, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support.
楽しみにしています。
Oh yeah, the Oblivion remaster / remake. That would have been awesome for today. Shout out Peter Parker. Thanks for the support, homie. Good showcase. I was wrong. I'll take the L. No, it was good. I mean, I was wrong as well. I mean, I thought it made sense for Persona 6 to show up. As we, heard about the leaks and stuff, it was indeed Ninja Gaiden 4 that was kind of leaked. So I was thinking that, hey, it's not going to happen anymore. But I'll poll you guys asking about Persona 6 because I'm curious to see if you think there's a chance for P6 to be at Nintendo's event in April. I kind of doubt it. Sadly. Hey, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to ring that notification bell. I am going to be giving away today or tomorrow a code for FF7 Rebirth on PC. Square Enix sent me a code, and I figured you guys would want to have it. So check out the community page and Twitter, Blue Sky, everything. My links are in the video description. And yeah, tune in for that because I'll be giving a code out soon. So thank you for watching with me. You guys seems to have interest for Code 33, so I'll think about it. I might make a video about it. I am looking forward to talking about it some more, and I'm potentially sold on it too, so we'll see. But thank you for watching, y'all. You have a great rest of your week, a great upcoming weekend. Shouts for the support, everybody. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. We'll see y'all very soon. Don't forget, I'll be streaming the April Nintendo Direct for Switch 2.